What's up, good people? Listen, anything I say here is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, but I'm here with my dog, Larry Jones.
Hey, fam, listen. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Say it with me again. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Hey, good people. As you can see, I got my man, Keenan Grace, at the desk, honoring the desk with me today, blessing the desk. Hey, we're just gonna get into it and just talk about a few things. We don't have a lot prepared, but we got a lot prepared, right? What I mean by that is we just want to just talk off the cuff and just go through some things. But first, you guys already know that this is brought to you by who, Keenan Grace?
Stock Up You. Go ahead and join. The link is in the description. Join today. We will see you over there.
My man Keenan Grace is teaching you guys options and what are options and how to understand options, right? And then I absolutely take you on momentum trading and options. Then we got Stocks with Josh in there. But listen, I don't know if you guys took advantage of this, but we only have literally a few tickets left. It is sold out. It will be sold out, should I say. We got a few tickets left. That's this Saturday. A lot of people say, hey, the time is not posted. The time is right here from 2 to 6 this Saturday. But you must buy your tickets or purchase your tickets here from Eventbrite to gain entry, okay? So we're going to watch the movie Dumb Money, right? We got our own screening of Dumb Money. Then myself, Keenan Grace, and Stocks with Josh will be discussing stocks and this is the Chicago leg of my tour. We're going to talk to you guys for an hour and a half after the movie is over. How cool is that, King?
It's so cool. I can't wait to see the family. I can't wait for everybody to come out here and we could watch a movie together, enjoy it, and then discuss it and learn.
That's it. Hey, so I got a few things we want to talk about. We want to talk about what's going on in this market. As we know, I can't even see that far. As we know, the market, the Dow, all of the major indices are just down. Here we go. Look at that. Right at the time of making this, the Dow is down 200, S&P is down 4%, NASDAQ is down 4%. The Dow's down 200 points, and it was lower than that today. What do you think about it, Keenan?
I think that we're headed into an area where the long-term holds are going to come to their support levels, and we're going to look to load up on those supports and actually take some call options in the short term, but not get over and carried away with that. We got to make sure that we understand stop losses and understand risk management in the game.
I like the fact that you brought up stop losses. Now, for those of you that's been following my plays on ARMS and following my play, which is an IPO that was too hot, too much, and SNA, which is Snap-on. They manufacture high-end tools for the auto industry, okay? Anyone can buy it, but they sell a lot to the auto industry. So you guys know that. Let's look at ARM. ARM is still coming down. ARM has it's like an adjustable ARM mortgage. It fluctuates, okay? Except it is coming down to the ground, right?
Man.
Man, so go ahead, Ken.
People jumped into this IPO, and I don't mean to laugh if you jumped in, but I want to say this. Take this as a lesson. Listen, you got to learn. And once you learn, and think about how that letter or even word is even spelled, right? Learn has an L in front of it. If you take the L off of it, it becomes earn. And that's how we want to do. We want to take our L's and then get rid of them and then earn. How do we do that? We look at the past. We look at things that have happened. Now, if you've been in the game for a month, maybe even a year, you might be surprised that ARM is falling down. But these IPOs, 9 out of 10 of them, they run up first day.
Yep.
And then crash down like a rock. And then everybody who's been in the market 2 years or more, 3 years or more,
you know it.
They ready for the put options. AKA they're trying to make money on the way down on it while the chasers get burned.
You know, that's a good setup. Thanks for throwing me the ball. Let's talk about put options. I did a put, as you know, on SNA, Snap-on, and ARM. And I'm just going to show you where I cashed out today. Yep, and I actually posted it in the Discord.
That's right.
Hey, I'm cashing out. I know that some of you can make more money, but I'm not being greedy. So let's look at it right now. Look at that. On a day where the indices are down, Snap, I'm up $4,300, 102%. Actually, I sold it at actually 5 instead of 505. So I was up $4,200. And then ARM, I'm up another $700. So on a down day, all of the major indices are down, and I'm up. And it's this is not, oh, look at me, look at me. These are the things that we teach you guys for free here daily. Okay.
I got a question, Larry.
Yeah.
Did you buy the stock and make money with it?
No,
What'd you do then?
I bought options.
You bought an option.
I bought options.
You bought an option and made, so you can make money while the market is coming down?
Yes.
Wow.
Right.
That's an interesting skill.
But you know what? You said it. It's a skill. And this is why he's saying this. Listen, you need more tools in your toolbox if you don't understand options. Now, we both teach on options. As you could see in the class, which will be the top link below, Keenan Grace actually does an entire chapter on options, right? But Keenan Grace also has an options class that you go live every day with your options class?
2 times a week.
2 times a week.
2 times a week, 8 times a month.
Yes.
And you know what I wanted to say this? When you offer a class or you offer a service that'll help people to learn, what happens is there will be people who say, oh man, why are you charging for this? Why are you know what? The money that you use to spend it on a class or to spend it on joining a group or anything like that, that's going to save you thousands of dollars from losses that you would have took from ignorance.
Absolutely.
From ignorance.
You could take that and make money. So Warren Buffett, to your earlier point, Warren Buffett said this, and it's so true, man. The more I earn, the more I learn this.
That's right.
Is the stock market is a tool that transfers money from the impatient to the patient. So that's why we were cautioning you guys about jumping on these overly hyped IPOs. Not everyone, but we're still in September, man. We're still in what's historically one of the worst months to be trading. And so why put your money at risk? We tell you the truth. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what's going to make you money. All right. If you entered into any of these plays, please leave me a comment. If you heard me talking about them earlier this week and if you made any money, leave me a comment. But now look at this. Snap right now is, I would call this flat. It's not even up to 4%. I would call this mostly flat, 0.5%. And so Snap is flat and then Cart is flat. You notice that? Yep. They're both flat. Cart and Snap. Let me put Snap on there. Here.
I actually made a video maybe 2 days ago or so. I was talking about Instacart.
Yep.
We were speaking on how $30, based on what they currently earn, it makes sense. But they were $38 when I made the video. And then I'm saying, hey, $30 makes a lot more sense. And now it's gotten to a more fair value than that 38. So when I look at it, I say, the institutions who understood the game, they knew this was going to 30, and then they made it happen. And like we're in September right now, where historically the market would come down, guess what that means? Self-fulfilling prophecy. If everybody believes it's going to happen, they make it happen.
Right. So, hey, let's touch on Tesla for a minute. Tesla, as we can see, is coming down. Everything is coming down. Like when a whale splashes, everybody gets wet, And so Tesla is coming down. We're showing a little support at 255. Doesn't mean that it won't break beneath. What do you got to say about Tesla as I go to the month?
So Tesla has 2 supports that I like. The first one is 255. The next one is about 249.
Yep.
But you could say 250. At those levels, I would be willing to go long on Tesla in more of the, let's call it like for a month out, right? Not to say that you should do this. You got to know how to use your risk management, but I'll be more willing to do that. AKA, I think a support level is kind of like a trampoline where the stock will come down to it and it bounce right off of it. So this is what I'm looking for in terms of a play. Now, I do also want to say, and I had said this in another video too, NVIDIA was overvalued at $500. I just remembered that and I had to say it. And now it's all the way down to like $415. And I'm thinking to myself, how can we prevent people from buying things when they're too expensive. And this is another reason why I think you should join Stock Up University. You can learn the fundamentals because they do matter. They really matter when you're looking at buying a company. And this is an analogy that I like to use. If you go out and buy a rental property, everybody's going to say, whoa, that's a great idea, right? You got rental income coming in, right? You got tenants. But what if you overpaid for the rental property? Now, it's not looking so good. You bought $1 million house. You bought it for $1 million, but it really was worth $500,000. You overpaid. Now it doesn't matter what you're getting in rent. So we got to think of the stock market just like that. Just because something is a good business doesn't mean you should overpay for it.
Exactly. And then timing, patience, getting in at the right time is so important, right? And so that's why you like when Stocks with Josh is talking about support. And if this closes at this price, and if it closes tomorrow at this price. And so things change, and one news story could change the technicals,
That's
right?
That's
People think
right.
that technicals are prophecy. Technicals are not prophecy. Technicals are not going to tell you 100% what's going to happen.
And you know what? I got to think for that. So
Yeah.
think about it like this. I tell everybody technicals work 70% of the time. Because the other 30%, something going to happen in the news.
Yep.
I don't care what technicals told you the market was going to go up on 9/11. As soon as that happened, boom, it's a wrap. I don't care what technicals told you in 2008 that it was going to go up. Something crazy happens, oh, it's a wrap. So you got to be ready and prepared for those anomalies. That's what we call it, an anomaly. It's not normal, but it happens, and you got to be ready for it.
Hold on, let me get my thesaurus. Anomaly. Hey, let's talk about let's talk about the Fed. So we know that the Fed is just going to pause, right? Which everybody expected,
right?
And then maybe an interest rate hike by only 25 basis points at this time.
Right.
Maybe by fourth quarter. What do you think? Because we got 12 officials that says he will go higher this year, and we got 7 officials that says he's just going to hold. What do you think?
So the way I see it is, if we go higher, we're probably just going to go 25 basis points up higher. That's more likely. However, it's either going to be 0 or 25. But since that range is not so crazy, I don't think that it'll tank the market any more than, I would say, worst case scenario, 10%. 10% is the worst case I can see happening, but we shall see. And if things change, like we said, an anomaly, something could happen in the news.
Yes.
Something could happen in the market. How are we going to prepare for that? We just seen Larry just turn $4,000 into $8,000. How did he do it? Did he buy a stock? No, he learned a skill and bought the put option and made money on the way down.
Right.
So you got to be ready for the market that you're in.
Yeah.
No matter, and independent of the market you want to be in, what market are you actually in?
Yeah, like I always say, sometimes you just need to stop trading and get new tools to put in your box. Even if you don't, take our classes, get the free stuff that is on the internet for free. But you gotta just stop. For those of you that are losing money, I hear that all of the time. Just came off a tour, and I heard that over and over and over. I'm losing so much. What am I doing wrong? And I says, why are you trading in this month? I says, I'm not trading.
Yep.
I pull back on my trades. And I'm not saying I'm not trading, but the amount of trades that I take, I have reduced by 75%. You're taking less trades, right?
I am.
So if you're new and you're just burning through your money every day, pull back, because this month is traditionally just bad, and it's going to creep into October.
I got a question for everybody.
Yeah.
And take your time and answer this one in the comments for me. And I want details. Go into detail, because this is your story. This is about you. How much money would you say you lost before you learned a skill that stopped your losses, like a stop loss, or like how to do the technicals? How much money did you lose, or just about, before you learned that skill? And the reason that I say that is because, again, if you learned the skill beforehand, then you would have foregone and not had to lose that money at all in the first place. Maybe you would have lost some. Everybody loses a little bit if you know what you're doing. However, you would have not lost that 5,000. You would have not lost that 10,000, even a 500. Everybody's situation is different, but you would have stopped it and you would have prevented it. And then you would have used that capital to make more capital, and you'd be doing well long term.
Yep. Hey, my dad, you guys know I love my dad, but man, we came up in the carpentry, and this is a true story. My dad would save old nails and straighten them out with the hammer, right? And I'd just be like, me and my brothers was like, oh my God. He's like, they cost money. He's sitting there straightening out, right? And then we were doing these co-way buildings in Chicago, and this Polish crew come back. They just zipped, and something break this. They just throwing it, and they going. He's like, they're wasting money. And I'm going, no, they not. They're making money. They're gonna do two units while we still on the first one. Mm-hmm. And they only paying us a certain amount. They're not paying us by the hour, right? And then they had better tools, right? We had old tools.
Right.
I was telling my dad, Dad, I got to be honest with you. I said, that's a sharecropper's mentality. Now, this was many years ago, and my dad actually listened and upgraded his tools, spent the money on the tools, and now you can make more money. So that's all we're saying to you. Whatever, whether it's books or whatever you want to go and study, pull back your trading and get prepared, okay? That's all. Hey, we're going to leave it right there. I don't want this one to go long, man. Listen, make sure you guys check us out this Saturday. Like I said, there's only a few tickets left. This will be sold out probably within the next hour, okay? Make sure those of you that's in the Chicagoland area, I don't want people getting on planes and getting hotel rooms. There'll be a time for that, right? But right now, we just want people in the Chicagoland area. People were like, man, how you gonna do a tour and not hit your own hometown? So then I got Keenan Grace coming here to join me. Stockmo had a flood at his house, so he would be here. But he's actually spending. I think he's got a game this Saturday or something like that too.
Mo had a lot of prior engagements.
Yeah, yep. So we gonna do something together, all of us.
Right. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Mo, that's our dog. Don't get it twisted.
Mo is the man. And hey, if you want to see some more hot plays, and you want to see what Josh is buying, Keenan is buying, and myself, man, listen, look, the Stock Squad. Look at that. The Stock Squad. Look at that. I got to come this way now. The Stock Squad, man, that'll be the third link below. Okay. But on this video, let me go back to live. On this video, I want you guys to come and join us, because that's going to be the top link, the meet and greet this Saturday from 2 to 6. It's going to be the top link. And then the course, Stock Up You, will be number 2, right? And then number 3 will be, what's the name? We changed the name of the 4 of us now. What is it, Keenan?
The Stock Squad Discord.
That's it. Stock Squad Discord. We dropping fire. I'm following their plays. When I drop a play, they following. When hey, we are all making money together. We got a lot of smart people over there in the Discord. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. You can say what you want to say and close this out.
You know what? Live, laugh, love, and learn.
There you go.
See you in the next one, and take care.
Take care.